Dear boomers, you don't stop playing because you grow old. You grow old because you stop playing. That's a quote by George Bernard Shaw. And also, I've been reading a book by Dick Van Dyke. He is 99 years old this year, going into 100. And he says in his book, it's so interesting, that in his research regarding longevity, dancing is the key to living longer because of the endorphins that are released and the joy that you receive through movement. And not to mention, walking is wonderful for the same reason. And in the past, I have actually walked and danced at the same time. So it makes me want to dance more when I hear music, no matter where I am, just like Dick Van Dyke does. He's so awesome. So the importance of rediscovering play and embracing activities that keep the mind sharp and open the mind and keep the body active and keep the spirit youthful is what we must strive for in the upcoming year. So, play is essential for physical, mental, and emotional health at any age. And as we know, children play all the time and they laugh all the time. And as we get older, we stop laughing and we stop playing. And what happens? We think we're old. And we can reverse that thought process at any time we wish. And there are a lot of scientific studies that outline this sort of thinking. So, rediscovering hobbies and games, playing games with each other is a wonderful way to increase the brain power. And gardening and painting and knitting and crocheting. There's a great story that Ram Dass tells. He was giving us one of his lectures before his stroke, maybe several years before his stroke. He looked out over the audience and everybody was listening to him, but there was one person in particular who was listening more intently. She was older and she was crocheting. She would look up and nod, and she would look up and often would shake her head yes. So at the end of the program, he kind of sidled up to her and he said, well, what is your secret to understanding what I'm saying so vividly? And she says, I crochet. And ever since I heard that, it makes me want to crochet too. Modern games, Trivia Pursuit, digital games, these are all good for your brain. And we need to commit ourselves to lifelong learning strategies. We can take up a musical instrument or take up the instrument of our youth that we haven't touched for a while. We can learn a new language or photography. We all have these amazing smartphones. Let's use them. And when seniors embrace new challenges and find new joy in this, it is quite a transformation in the way that they live their lives. And seniors can get together and tell stories and laugh. They can do skits, they can do pantomimes, and people love that kind of stuff. And people just naturally laugh when they see it. So we certainly don't need to drink alcohol to laugh. And it's better at our age not to drink alcohol anymore because it is a powerful antidepressant. Laughter in and of itself reduces stress and promotes connection with people, because if you're laughing with people and not at them, but you're laughing with them, the world will laugh with you. So, they can do it yourself projects, creating memories, scrapbooks, or painting techniques, and they can share the therapeutic effects of creativity on each other, on themselves. Creativity is the secret to longevity, and laughter arises out of that. Play, dancing, it's wonderful. And my generation really wasn't into the salsa or ballroom dancing or line dancing. We were just into free flow dancing to rock and roll, and I love to do that. And I'm actually doing it every day now. And there's a dual effect with fun and fitness. They kind of go together. Puzzles and brain teasers are also good. Crossword puzzles, Sudoku, or logic games. My mom used to do the New York Times crossword puzzle every Sunday. And Dick Van Dyke I guess he does the crossword puzzles with a pen. The New York crossword puzzles with a pen. Wow. We can do rock climbing in our later years. Pickleball. There's a new pickleball court in my park up here. Hiking, bird watching. I just love, if I've mentioned a few times, taking a walk at dusk and just before dusk. The birds are so busy, 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 and suddenly as it gets darker, the birds are asleep. And then seniors can learn technology, and that is something I have done. But it was required in my jobs to know technology, and so many nurses retired early because they could not handle or grasp the technology that was required of the 21st century. But playful social connections, storytelling and writing, journaling prompts, giving journaling prompts every day, and filling out a piece of paper or a notebook with these prompts. And I have started to do, I have done the morning pages by Julia Cameron many years off and on. And I think that it's a very crucial for getting ideas that you may not have thought. So, also storytelling connects the generations. That's very important because our ability to connect with those younger than us, and for the younger people to connect with the elderly, is probably the most important thing that other cultures do. And in our culture, we just haven't really emphasized that as much. We can create our own theater groups and start performing in the streets. You're never too old to do that. And you can have volunteer opportunities that double as social events. And not to mention our dogs. Playing with our dogs boosts mood and health. And there's nothing like it, playing ball and emphasizing agility training for our beautiful animals and teaching old dogs new tricks, which is what we're doing with ourselves. So we can actually just adapt a playful mindset in all things. This can enhance resilience and positivity. So as soon as you feel yourself go down, or you feel yourself worry about whatever, money, health, adapt a playful mindset and everything kind of falls into place. Stay curious and adventurous, even in small everyday moments. So George Bernard Shaw was very smart when he said to keep playing, keep being playful, and you'll never grow old. There is a video that will show up right here, and take a look, like, and subscribe. Bye-bye.